Hi, so we're talking about our new Mark 1 tone benders, and I'd like to show you now the one that Steve Williams has made for us. Now, the system Mark 1 is quite well documented. It's the one in our book Level and Attack, and we've talked about it quite a lot. And in the last time we did Mark 1s 4 or 5 years ago, Dave Main made a replica of the system. So there was a point when we were selling Mark 1s last time that a guy called Rhett Shaw came into Macari's and he said, "Do you mind if I film?" I said, "No, it's fine, film." And he bought a Mark 1 tone bender by Steve Williams, one of the block logo ones, and then put a video online saying it was called the best fuzz pedal I've ever heard, which was very nice of him. But then I had no idea what would happen, and we sold out virtually in 24 hours. So thank you, Rhett, if you're watching. So that Steve Williams pedal was also a monstrous pedal. It was a fantastic pedal, and it was only natural that we'd go to Steve this time round and say, do you fancy making something a bit different? And he said, well, and he said, you know, if I'm going to get involved in Mark 1s again, do you think it would be all right if I borrowed your original system tone bender? And so don't get any ideas. I don't normally say yes to people, but it was Steve. And I said, yes, of course you can. So here she is, my original. And it is a lovely pedal, and for its age, it's in incredible condition and it sounds fantastic. It had been about 2 hours since I gave it to him, and Steve was on the phone, and he just said, "Ant, he said, I've owned a few Mark 1s, I've owned some good ones, I've owned some real dodgy ones, I've made lots, but this is the best Mark 1 pedal ever." Now, I always thought it was good. I love the way it goes further than most Mark 1s into this sort of almost psychedelic edge and this sort of weird vibes running around in the background, really sort of organic, how do I explain it? Little noises and wonderful tones that come out of it. But Steve was going nuts about it. He said, look, if I'm going to make a Mark 1, for a start, I need to make a replica of this for myself, because I know you're never going to sell it to me. And I said, you're dead right, I'm not. And he said, well, I'd like to make a replica. And as part of the deal, I'd like to keep one for myself. And I said, yeah, that's the deal. Little did I know was how obsessed he would become in the building of the pedal. In his own words, he got into the zone and couldn't get out. He started building these pedals. I mean, this is a man absolutely dead set on perfection, absolute perfection. This is a man whose family said they would leave him if he didn't come out of his workshop. He'd been in there 3 days and 3 nights. He had to come out and smell some fresh air and touch some grass, get out of that zone for a minute. The result of the obsession is quite incredible. This version of this tone bender, I mean, I open it up and it looks like my system tone bender inside. The legs seem to be bent at the same angles. The legs of the transistors seem to be the same shape as mine. It even seems to smell the same inside. It is very, very strange. And of course, it even sounds like my pedal. It is a fantastic Mark 1. The background noise is non-existent. I've heard the tops of Les Pauls described as having mineral streaks in them. And this is what this sound is like to me. It's like it's got mineral streaks in it. It's got these extra little facets and things flying about. It's just... So that's another one of our new Mark 1s. We're calling it the System version 2 by Steve Williams. Before you go, let's have a little look inside at what I'm talking about. I mean, it's just not normal, you know. It's not the normal actions of a human being to make a pedal like this. Oh, blimey. Well, like I say, if you have a copy of Level and Attack, or you know what, I'll put a picture up on the website of the insides of mine, and there you have a replica. That's all there is to it. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous thing. How does that happen? Good. Well, I don't know how I'm going to handle selling them, and when they're all gone, I'm going to miss them terribly. But that's called being in the fuzz business, I suppose. Anyway, I have this one, don't I? Rock and roll. See you next time.